Welcome to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone. We're live inside Muscatine HyVee on 2nd Avenue in Muscatine, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Now, here's Tony Tone.
Welcome back. It's Hy-Vee Today. This is Tony Tone. It's good to be with you on Wednesday, the 17th of June, from inside the Market Grill Express, which is open for business, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Think about that as you're looking for places to go and enjoy, right? I'll tell you this, breakfast here, always good. I had an omelet for lunch yesterday in my efforts to low carb it, and it was great, right? Omelet for lunch. I'm down 6 pounds since Monday. What's my secret? The secret is bacon, okay? That's the only thing I can tell you. The secret is bacon. I'm glad that we don't have a bear on the loose. Have you seen this on the news? The bear, I think they have dubbed that Bruno the bear. I feel like we could do better with a bear name, but that is a bear, and that picture is from Clinton County. So that was just hanging out in Clinton, walking around, videos of the bear. And I'm happy to report that Bruno the bear has been captured and is going to be released. I don't know where. That's what we were talking about. Where do you send a bear to? I said bring him to Muscatine. Bring him into the store. Put him in the parking lot. Bruno could work the tent for MCSA. Wouldn't you buy fireworks from a tent where there was a bear hanging out? Maybe he could be our bodyguard. He's our new security guy. So, but that was in Clinton. Look at the size of that thing. How did he get there? Was that somebody's bear? You know how sometimes people have exotic pets they're not supposed to? You know somebody in Clinton was like, well, I got him when he was a baby, and I didn't think he was going to get this big. That is a big old bear. So if you haven't seen that yet, there you go. There's Bruno the bear now captured and hopefully doing okay. Real quick reminder, this store open for business, normal hours, again, regular hours if you'll have it, 6 a.m. till 11 p.m. So if you are up and at 'em early in the morning and you need anything, we're here for you at 6 a to 11 p. Just like that. Come in, get whatever you need. It's open for all customers. We don't have any more of the restricted hours, and I think folks are starting to realize this more and more. We're going to keep talking about it and continue to take care of you, the team. I'll say this, you know, it's quiet in here from 6 to 7, so if you are trying to social distance, avoid crowds, but you miss Sherry Siwasink at Register 11, or you just want to see Phil Schlesman, you can get in and out. There's some people that like to shop super early, and then there's other people that are going to come in at 10 p.m. and just get it done. Mary Ann Schweitzer on Facebook says, good morning from Clear Lake. I've been to Clear Lake. That's fantastic. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Today's also Wellness Wednesday. Real quick, 10% off anything in the health market, 10% off organic produce, 10% off health and beauty care items. Bought some toothpaste yesterday, and since I work for Hy-Vee, I get a 10% discount every day. But if I didn't, I would wait till Wednesday for Wellness Wednesday. So it's awesome. All the vitamins, anything gluten-free, whatever the case may be, it's 10% off. And organic produce, of course, good selection of that as well. Just a quick reminder, of course, Father's Day is Sunday. We've got ideas for Dad. We'll talk more about that later in the show. Just don't forget Dad. And just as a thing for dads out there, I know it's tough when you're asked, what do you want for Father's Day? And remember what I did for Father's Day. I just said, I want this. And this is called a gimbal. And it holds my phone, and it makes pictures and videos better. So I bought it for myself. My wife said, why? Because I never have an answer, right? What do you want for Father's Day? What do you want for your birthday? I told you what my real answer is. I want a DeLorean. But is it practical? I don't think so. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to buy little gadgets like that for myself that I can afford. And then last but not least, the free after fuel ad, just a great opportunity to save. If you bought everything on the ad, $2.46 on the fuel saver. This is on the back page of the newspaper. It's good at both stores, Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Main Street downtown. $2.46 is free gas, right? You have to pay a penny. We can't give you free gas. But there's folks out there that are getting 20 gallons of gas for 1 penny. It's absolutely great, and I want you to take advantage of those deals that are right on there. So, and some of the prices are fantastic. So check that out and come and see us. All right, I'm excited to have our first guest here. It's been a while since we've talked to Bob Howard with CBI Bank and Trust, but just having Bob in here, it feels, normal-ish again. And it's, a little bit back to normal, right? So, Bob, it's great to have you here. I couldn't ask for a nicer day, right?
Yeah.
Just sun pouring in. We got these nice windows right here. How have you been, my friend?
I've been awesome.
Yeah.
Been awesome. I've been staying the course,
Sure.
doing all the right things, and been
Yeah.
healthy. My family's been healthy.
Good.
People at work are healthy,
Yeah.
which is great.
That is
so, yeah, it's been good.
So it's been interesting. Of course, we have the CBI Superbank here at Hy-Vee, and watching that team, make a couple adjustments. For a little bit of time, they had their gate down. Then they had some little plexiglass in place.
Yeah.
The gates are up now. The team has been there. But, as far as you being the president and CEO, managing during a pandemic probably has not happened before.
No.
So, and the thing with CBI, of course, is you have locations in Iowa and Muscatine, but also across the river in Illinois. So what did you find yourself having to do, Bob? Was it pulling people together on conference calls, Zoom meetings to follow protocols from the CDC? Did you implement anything independently of that maybe, you took suggestions from your different branch managers, or how did that shape up for CBI?
A lot of hand sanitizer, a lot of wipes, a lot of, we did all of those things.
Yeah.
Obviously, Iowa and Illinois have been handled a little bit differently based on the governor's order, but we followed CDC guidelines. Again, in all seriousness, a lot of hand sanitizer, a lot of wipes, a lot of extra cleaning, done all those things. We closed our lobbies.
Yeah.
So, we've been operating through our drive-throughs at all of our locations, with the exception of Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee's always been open, right?
It's unbelievable. The staff is so
and we've
great.
always been open. I keep
Yeah.
stressing that to our team and to everybody that I talk to. Everybody's like, when are you going to reopen? I'm like, well, we are open.
Been open.
I always hate to compare us to first responders, but we kind of have been. I mean, we've been there supporting people buying homes, or the PPP loan program that we'll probably talk a little bit about. We've been doing all of those things, and we never closed, with the exception of our lobbies. So we reopened half of our lobbies across our footprint. On Monday, we'll wait 2 more weeks for the other half, which will happen on the 29th.
That's great.
And again, you'll see, wipes, fewer chairs, the plexiglass, all the safety type things that will be in place when we get reopened, and and the lobbies will welcome everybody back.
And isn't it nice, Bob, to have the benefit of the strong technology that you have with online banking, with apps? I mean, if anything, of course, nobody wants a pandemic to happen, but places like yours, CBI Bank and Trust, you're future ready. So you have the tech so that people know. I mean, you could take a picture of a check and put it in your account. That's crazy to think about. So as much as you can do business through the drive-thrus and now through certain of the locations' lobbies, that tech is fantastic. And I mean, even just as far as you apply for a mortgage online, right? And I know you said that the refinancing business has been booming with rates being low. So yeah, and it is important to note that you guys have been there, right? I mean, you've been there, you haven't closed, you've adapted like everybody else. But then at the same time, when they drop rates, business picks up. So have you seen an increase in that online usage for folks that are wanting to go about, whether it's that first-time home or refining or?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I think, like all of us, everybody got a little bit of a crash course in technology. I got a crash course in Zoom meetings and go-to meetings and some of those things that we did a lot over the last few months. I think a lot of people did try to use, whether it's transfers or online banking, mobile deposit, all of those things a little more often. I think we still saw a fair number of people through our drive-thrus, which is a little bit surprising, but I think they felt safe being on the other side of the glass. And I think Hy-Vee's been busy here. Mortgage business has been crazy because of the interest rate environment.
Sure.
A lot of the technology things, whether it's using your phone or using your iPad or computer at home, a lot of that's been in place. So I do hope people have gotten the crash course that I got with go-to meetings or video meetings and some of those things that, maybe this has given them an opportunity to learn really fast or pick up and do something a little bit differently. So we also, some of the technology we put in place, whether it's imaging loan documents and sending some things back and forth via image, we would have never been able to accomplish what we accomplished with PPP loans or even some of the mortgage business. I've described it as we've tried to slam 12 months of business into 2 months. Sometimes it felt like 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
But it's been extremely busy because rates are still at all-time lows.
Well, what else is exciting, and we've kind of seen this on the website, is so in addition to CBI Bank and Trust being there at all the locations, adjusting, working through, there's been growth within your organization. So Walcott Trust Savings and Bank is now, and there was a great picture, I don't know if it was on LinkedIn or Facebook, where literally the CBI,
putting the sign up,
being hoisted up onto the building. So Bob, was that something, because I imagine there's a lot to that process, and I don't want to get into that per se, but was that something that you had been working on pre-pandemic that just kind of happened? Look at that right there. That's fantastic. So, but that's a good sign. That's a healthy sign for your organization when you're able to do things like this, right?
Really excited about the acquisition of the Walcott Bank. It gives us a second location in Davenport, gives us their additional location in Walcott. So Scott County now has 3 locations that people can bank at. The sign going up was pretty cool. Now, so legally we bought the bank in December.
Gotcha.
Before the end of the year. But you can imagine trying the way we used to do things. We had people in rooms. We had kind of war rooms, people working on computers and working on data and trying to get it all moved over. We had every conference room, I think, in our organization in downtown so that people were socially distant and working on that remotely a little bit. And so we got it all done that first weekend in June.
That's exciting.
Got all their data converted, started to get the signs changed, and all those customers can bank at any one of our 11 locations now.
11 locations, Bob. When you took the helm, how many locations? Do you remember?
Well,
half
between the couple of banks. I think we had 6.
Wow.
And then we combined a couple of the other banks in. And then the 11 is CBI Bank and Trust. F&M has the additional 5 locations. So
it's exciting, though.
16 total now.
16 total. So the footprint is strong. And again, I feel like just hearing you talk about mortgage and PPE loans, like you've been there, and not only that, people have relied. Maybe some more than ever, right? I mean, you've had longtime customers, both folks at a commercial business level, personal level. The PPP loans, though, what was that process like? Because again, was that something that you guys had dealt with before, or because I imagine that you were inundated, right? When that starts to become a thing.
We did organization-wide. We did 700 of those.
Holy moly!
In probably 6 weeks.
Woo.
And that includes F&M Bank, CBI Bank and Trust, Walcott, everywhere.
Wow.
So it was quite the process. Nate Meineke did a lot of the heavy lifting for us. Shout out to Nate. I mean, he did a lot of really good things over the course of the weeks, helping small businesses, small to medium businesses, even a couple large ones that got those loans. And they're forgivable. It runs through the end of the month, so if folks haven't used the Paycheck Protection Program yet, it's something that is still available and can still be applied for. The forgivable part is getting started. I think we've hit the end of the 8-week period is what it covered.
Sure.
For some of those businesses, so now they can start to apply through the SBA for forgiveness and actually have that loan go away. So hopefully,
that's fantastic.
I've said this to a couple of people. I think between the PPP program, keeping people employed and paid, the EIP payments, the things you hear about, the $600 or the $1,200 being deposited into consumer accounts, and all the other stimulus things, I think it has helped keep things afloat and keep things going. I think all of it's been pretty good and prevented it from being even worse. Let's put it that way.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, you would certainly know more than than anyone else, when it's March, because I know what March 13th looked like here. Because we were building a toilet paper display that was taller than I am by about 10 feet, and people were buying, and
it's amazing.
There was a lot of purchasing out of fear and uncertainty, and I get it. It was uncertain times. Nobody has lived through this. You don't know what to expect. But I wondered how that impacted places like CBI, where people thinking, I got to wipe out an account, or, Do they need to have a bunch of cash on them? Now they're saying, maybe you don't deal as much in cash. You go back to using the credit card or the debit card. So I imagine that for your employees, in addition to continuing to work and adjust, another part of it was really, keeping up that great customer service and to be able to reassure people that you're not going anywhere. Right? And just like this place, same thing. I told people we will never close ever, I promise.
Yeah.
Never. And to the same point, CBI Bank and Trust, you were there.
Right.
But I imagine people still were like,
we tried to convince people not to be fearful about things. Obviously, the stock market's done a little bit of this over the last couple of months too. Some pretty big swings.
Sure.
But not to make decisions out of fear.
Yeah.
Make decisions out of looking past what's going on around us today, both personally, financially, or otherwise. I think people have to see that we're going to get through this. You hear that a lot. We're in this together. We're going to get through this together. I think all that's been pretty good, and I think we've tried to give good advice on that front, whether it's their investment account or refinancing their mortgage or managing their day-to-day expenses. Around what's going on.
Well, and that's where that that trust comes in, and that relationships that people have built with your team, and you feel good about the folks you have in place that can be there. You've already alluded to it, but lobbies reopening is good news. Just started this last Monday, and then plans again for the 29th. So doing that staggered out, which I think is excellent. For folks that are watching, PPP loans still an option. Still good time to refi or buy a home, right, Bob? I mean,
absolutely.
That's stayed strong. So if you're watching, don't feel, listen, the housing market in Muscatine, people are still buying houses. It's a great sign. The realtors have gotten creative as well. And I know that maybe a closing looks different than it did a year ago. Maybe you're sitting at a chair. There's a chair in between you and Dawn or whomever, like you got a little bit of room in there. That's okay. Business can still happen. And that I feel like that is a really good sign. Whether it is that refi or if it's somebody that's making the decision to buy the house, it's such a big deal when it happens in our community. It can have such a good impact, for sure, to stimulate the economy, the realtor business, your business, my business. So to see that continue to be strong feels really good. One of the things that you guys have been so great with always is supporting the communities that you're in. And a lot of that can come through supporting the various schools and other opportunities. I mean, obviously school kind of got canceled this year, but CBI would be in the classroom. So how has that changed, Bob? Because obviously you're still here and you still want to be able to help. Have you been able to continue to give is my question.
We've done a couple of things over the last couple of months where Charlotte Schaefer at the Community Foundation helped us when we reached out and said, what can we do to help? It was CBI Bank and Trust and Bear that we helped get the supply closet started.
It's awesome.
Back when we felt like there was a need, whether people needed toilet paper or other things, that we initially stocked that supply closet and helped financially get that going. We've helped the city with some of those forgivable grants, those small business grants. We've assisted a little bit with scoring and some other things in reviewing those. I don't know that I have a number, but I think it's over 100 of those forgivable grants that have been given out. So done a little bit of that, and we have done some things at MHS with Muscatine High School here in town, related to the students, related to CAPE. I've got a senior.
I was gonna say.
Who works in the bakery.
Right.
I asked her, she worked till 9 last night. I said, do you want to get up and come in and be on Hy-Vee today with Tony? She's like, here's her answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. She's like, well, why would I do that? She's like, why are you going to be on there? And I'm like, well, because Tony likes me.
That's
and
right.
I'm an interesting guest.
You are a good
but
guest.
No, so she was like, so my house has been, talk about war zone as it relates to putting up pictures and getting grad stuff ready.
Right.
My wife's in charge is on the committee and helping with CAPE.
Yeah.
Which they're still going to do the drive-through
I think
CAPE.
that's so, Bob, they're announcing the winner
Calvary
of the car
over
on this
here.
show Friday.
I know.
Ellie could win a car.
So-
Ellie, we gotta wake up and watch it. I know you're working late and she's doing a great job, but I'm so excited to
She'll
have
be back
that.
again today. You might have to
Yeah.
catch her this afternoon and give her crap
But
about
that's
that.
so fascinating to me,
It's-
because this, especially for our seniors in the class of 2020, Can you imagine if this was your senior year? I mean, we didn't experience this.
Between
you and I.
graduation and prom and
right.
spring sports, and it's kind of cool to see. I looked in the paper today. They had the baseball team scores, softball yesterday, I think. So they've got some of that back up and going. I feel good about those kids being able to have their spring. Ellie was a golfer, so they didn't have golf. I know there are a lot of track people that didn't get their senior spring. So
I think, for these seniors, I almost said kids. I don't want to call them kids.
Right.
For these seniors from the class of 2020, I think they'll have this bond and they'll come out stronger, having persevered through this. And I know that MHS and Muscatine Community School District have been really working tirelessly to ensure that they can have a July 2nd graduation. That's still the plan. I haven't heard otherwise. And you think about this with Superintendent Jerry Reeby, the guy's retiring.
Right.
And then he's got to deal with the pandemic in his last year, right? So, and then the changeover with, Clint Christopher coming in, who I think will be great. But I can't even imagine. But at the same time, it's got to be challenging because your organization, again, having spent so much time in the classroom with kids, helping them understand the importance of banking and being responsible, I bet your team has missed that.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. I think the only thing we were able to continue to do was, financially continue the few things that we were supporting and donating to, like CAPE, and some of those avenues to make sure some of those kids kind of got a couple of the things that they needed. So, I think that class is going to be, it's a really good group of kids. Haven't been around.
Sure.
A lot of them being around my daughter. I mean, some of them have been working. I see some of them out working because they haven't been in school, which is kind of different. But
it's been great here.
Hopefully they have a good summer too. I mean, we still got a couple months before a lot of them go off to college or start work
And you want them to go off to school, right?
Right. You hope. You hope.
You're probably, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you would be, would you be empty nesters?
We would be empty nesters.
Oh, man. So Bob's like, let's make sure that college.
This virtual college thing didn't work out so well this spring. It was. I think it was hard for the kids virtually. I think it was hard for I think it was hard for the professors virtually. So I do hope once August rolls around here, getting back to normalcy, either at the high school and back to the school board and the other folks involved. I can't imagine the level of. I know what we dealt with at the bank.
Sure.
And what we dealt with on a day-to-day basis with employees. I can't imagine what they had to do and the stress that they were under to try to figure and put the puzzle together over the last couple of months.
And a lot of those school board members just, joined.
Yeah.
So again, they were coming in thinking, they didn't think it was going to be quiet. They were going to navigate a superintendent retiring and a new one starting. But then you throw in a pandemic, and it's just been wild. As we wrap up, you're a golfer. Have you got to play?
I have gotten to play a little bit.
Nice. That's good.
That's the one saving grace, I think, between seeing people walking in the neighborhood or exercising. Geneva was able to stay open, so it was actually a little bit busy out there.
That's great.
Which is good to see. We got a lot of young new members at Geneva, and it was almost every night when I went out a couple times a week, there were people everywhere playing golf
and golf's one of those
keeping
games,
their distance.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Golf's one of those games you can absolutely socially distance.
Yeah, it was kind of fun to watch a little bit of it on TV last weekend.
Yeah, how about
and
that?
Actually have live sports to watch that
was the
I've never
first
seen so
time.
many replays of NBA finals and Olympics and other things that everybody's been, or baseball World Series, or I'm trying to think of all the things that are on ESPN.
We forgot how good Michael Jordan
now.
was at basketball.
Oh man,
right? Yeah, it was not. I got to finish watching the Long Gone Summer, the Sammy Sosa, Mark McGuire doc.
The 30 for 30 deal.
But yeah, I'm with you. Having live sports just gives you more of that semblance of, okay, I think, things are going to be okay. It's going to get a little bit back to normal. Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you, to you as well.
Thank you, sir. Do you have an answer, Bob? Do you get asked what do you want for Father's Day, or is it just, here you go, Happy Father's Day?
I haven't been asked yet.
You haven't been asked?
No.
Oh, my.
I think they're scheming.
I
don't know.
Right. But do you have an answer when you're asked? If it comes up, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for Father's Day? I feel like as I get older, I don't have an answer.
I really don't.
It's tough, right?
Yeah, it is tough. I don't know what my answer would be. I think I told my daughter that it'd be nice to play golf as a family.
There you go.
So just the four of us and go out and play, whether it's 9 holes or just play golf as a family.
And then, like, if there's
something like that, it's easy on them. I'm trying to make it easy on them.
And if there's a new putter in the bag, that wouldn't be the worst thing either, right?
I could probably use one of those. That's the way I putt. But
before I let you go, I don't know if you're familiar with the Toyota Muscatine. What's in the box?
What's in the box? I'm not.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put this
today
in front of you.
Okay.
We're going to have you put your hands in either side, close your eyes. We'll open up the doors, and then we'll see if you can guess what's in the box.
Okay.
So we're going to get this in position.
All right.
And yeah, if you want to, so hands in, and then kind of push.
Hands in.
You'll push those doors open.
And I can't watch it on.
Close your eyes. Well, it would give it away, you know.
All right.
All right. So just kind of push forward a little bit on those doors. There you go. All right. So there's one thing in the box, guys. Okay, Bob. There's one thing in the box, and it's kind of in the back there. There you go. There you go. Yep. So it's in a package, and if I were to give you a clue,
Ziploc.
It is Ziplocked. I'll give you a clue. Some of your folks at the Hy-Vee location may have been using them. Some of them are pretty stylish.
Oh, it's got to be a mask.
It is a mask. That's good. And not only is it a mask, it's very stylish. Check that out. I mean, those are kind of slick,
ready for
right?
the 4th of July.
Yeah, look at that. A little
Nice.
patriotic action there.
Nice.
Very good. Bob Howard nailed it. Toyota Muscatine, what's in the box?
You gave
Look
good
at that.
clues.
Well, I feel like, listen, I don't get good clues when I'm doing it. So I feel like I need to be able to give a good clue.
Very cool.
And I'm just glad that we've continued to not put anything alive in the box. I'm fearful that one day when I do it, they're going to put a lobster in there.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm not going to know, and something's going to pinch my finger, right?
Somebody, even me, I'd probably squeal.
Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you for continuing to be there. Folks, if you're watching, again, CBI Bank and Trust, open for business, ready to take care of you. You're going to refinance a house. You're going to buy a house, maybe looking for that perfect auto loan, or if you still need some assistance with the PPP, whatever the case may be, reach out. And the exciting news, the Walcott Trust, now part of the CBI Bank and Trust family, is great. If you need anything, don't be a stranger.
Thanks for having me.
And I hope you get out
always.
on the golf course. I think the weather should cooperate, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, that's
It's
all
been
we
beautiful.
want. It has been. And we know that it's going to be hot and humid, Bob. We know that's coming. This is Iowa. We're well aware.
I actually don't mind it.
You don't mind the humidity?
No, I think about those winter days, and I'm like, I don't ever complain about the heat in the summer.
You keep perspective. And
Yeah,
that's a good. It was. Remember when it was 50 below zero that one time, Bob? That's what I'm saying.
Cold.
So maybe we can be okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to the CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam, and we will get Bob back to CBI Bank and Trust. And please reach out to these folks, whether it's coming in here or going to any other 16 locations. My goodness, that's great. And there you go, CBI Bank and Trust aisle cam in the produce department, and that's perfect because today starts the mega produce sale, okay? So everything in produce is on sale. It looks good. Gearing up for some of the homegrown stuff to start to show up in July. And in the meanwhile, look at that picture right there. You've got watermelons, you got cantaloupes, you have peaches, pineapple, bananas, and the gnome. Thank goodness the gnome is in the shot. What would we do with somebody? Please buy the gnome. We have to put that guy on sale. I mean, for 2.5 years now, he's been here. He needs a good home. Right. I mean, there's a bear on the loose in Clinton that's been captured faster than the gnome has not been sold. We've got to get that taken care of. Yeah, do the BOGO Bakery gnome. Yeah. Buy a gnome. Oh, just give it away. Yeah, we could just give the gnome away. I love it. We're going to give the gnome away. That's what we're going to do. All right. Today, June 17th, National Eat Your Vegetables Day. So that's exciting. It's also National Stewart's Root Beer Day. And look at this. We have a Stewart's root beer. How exciting. My goodness, don't look at the carb count or the sugar, but otherwise, there's something about an old-fashioned root beer. Maybe you're going to just grab it and you're going to put it in the fridge, or you're going to do the old root beer float, right? That's great. I didn't even know that we had that. Stewart's Fountain Classic Root Beer in a 4-pack made with cane sugar. Do they have it as a diet option? I imagine they might. Of course, there's that Dad's root beer. I think about a place we used to go to on vacation back in the day called Dog and Suds in Upper Michigan. They always had a really good root beer. So check that out. Stewart's Root Beer Day. It is Global Garbage Man Day. So shout out to, oh, yeah, look at that. We have garbage bags. Chris is on it, man. Gosh, I don't even have to think. Chris is just like, don't forget that. So I want to give a shout out to all the garbage men and women, because that is an awesome but tough job, right? I talked to transfer station yesterday because I have a TV I need to get rid of. And transfer station, one of those places that's now kind of back open for business, and you can drop off TVs, of course. And they also have like a free electronics week coming up. But I'm pro supporting our garbage men and women because, again, that's an awesome but very tough job. And I know that a lot of you are disappointed that we don't have spring cleanup week anymore. But I'm telling you this, you basically have unlimited times you can call the transfer station and say, hey, I've got a couch, I've got a TV, I've got, whatever the case may be, and they're going to pick it up. So I think that's a lot better than just 1 week. So please just remember that. Like if you haven't taken advantage of it, they'll certainly get you taken care of, that's for sure. It's also Apple Strudel Day. And I think, look at this. I've got a little apple strudel right there. This is heavy, by the way. This is, and guess what? It's totally healthy and sugar-free. That's only $6. This weighs like 10 pounds. How much does this weigh? What does it say? It's a pound. Okay, so it's a pound, but that's $6. That's humongous. It's fantastic. And I'm just now remembering I need to order a birthday cake for my father-in-law. Holy moly, I would have forgot. Wow, thank you, Apple Strudel, for reminding me. That's a true story. Oh, I would have came home. My wife would have been like, where's the cake? And I would have been like, it's in the car. I'll be right back. Oh, my gosh. Woo-hoo-hoo. I'm getting old. My memory's leaving me. And then we've got these little guys right here, Apple Strudel Bites. These are more guilt-free, right? Because here's the thing with the Apple Strudel Bites. You can have 7 of them, but it doesn't matter. Whether you have 1 or you have 7, they're marvelous. There's 12 for $4.49. These are very good. All right, so check that out. And then it's Cherry Tart Day. This guy, he's got everything. Look at this. He's got everything. I don't even have to think twice about it. It's right there. So there you go. There's some frosted cherry toaster pastries. That's great. All right. So who knew there was that much going on June 17th? Well, now you know, right? Okay, we're going to mention a couple of things, and we're going to get out of here. So the Aisles Online coupon, this is the first time we've done this, and I want you to check this out. So if you have shopped with us with Aisles Online before, or if you might be a first-time customer, this coupon is for you. So you spend $150, we're going to give you $10 off. You got to enter the promo code AOL Muscatine. So that's the code. Whether it's on the app or online at Hy-Vee.com/grocery, promo code AOL Muscatine. It's valid through Monday the 22nd at this store and Hy-Vee Main Street. Enter the code and save $10. Again, the code is right there, AOL Muscatine, all one word, just as a way of saying thank you. I mean, certainly the Aisles Online business was booming during the pandemic, and it's still very busy, but we have room to take care of folks, and I hope that you'll consider doing that. Stephanie says she loves the gnome. Stephanie, guess what? If you love the gnome, I'm just going to say it. You can have it. Stephanie, if you really want it, leave a comment, and I will put that gnome at customer service with your name on it. That's how much I want that gnome to find a good home. Okay? So if you're serious about it, you can have it, and I'll answer for it later. I'm like, I don't know what happened to the gnome. I don't know. Somebody must have taken him. I haven't seen him either. Stephanie, if you want him, you've got him. No cost. Free. Cheryl Austin in Wilton, hello. Thanks for watching and leaving a comment. I appreciate that. Okay, Chef Scott's menu this week. I'm excited because I told you I've kind of been like low carbonate again, losing a little weight, cut 6 pounds since Monday. Guess what Chef Scott's doing for lunch today? Keto spaghetti and meatballs. It's a zucchini noodle, and it's homemade meatballs, and it's a low-carb, no-sugar red sauce. So that's exciting, right? So if you are low carbonate or looking for healthy options, Chef Scott has got you covered. Every Wednesday, it's healthy lunch. So this will start at 11 a.m., and it'll go till 1 p.m. It's $8.99. I'm in. Sign me up. I told them. The more meatballs, the better. And I was hoping for a sample. We'll have to see. He was making it, so he might walk in. We'll see. But listen, that's a great deal. And then on Thursday, he's featuring another menu item that's in the Hy-Vee Seasons magazine for June. It's a giant pulled pork sandwich with homemade slaw on top. He's making homemade baked beans, which is great. The guy's a professional chef. Here's the thing. When a professional chef is making something, I'm in. I told Chef Scott, you don't even have to ask me, do you want to try this? Just assume that I want to sample it because the guy knows what he's doing. If you're familiar with Chef Scott, maybe you don't realize that he's been at Hy-Vee. He was with Awad Dabeed at Dabeats for a long time, and the guy is a rock star. So we'll show you the rest of his menu for Friday and Saturday, doing a little seafood. I think on Friday, what's he doing? Like a shrimp skewer. And then on Saturday, he's doing some salmon, maybe. We'll put that menu back on the screen here and just show you what he's doing. Because we got lunch today, lunch tomorrow, and then taking care of business on Friday. Okay, so Friday's the pineapple plank salmon, featuring salmon from the seafood department, served with cilantro lime rice. Sounds awesome. And then Saturday, shrimp skewers, featured again in the June Seasons magazine, served with couscous salad. I didn't say it wrong. So that's what's on the menu with Chef Scott this week. Check it out. Wellness Wednesday again today, and every Wednesday, 10% off everything. 10% off everything in the health market, health and beauty care items and organic produce, just because it's a great deal and we got to keep mentioning it. All the vitamins, everything gluten-free, whatever it is, keto stuff, healthy or chips, drinks, it's there. It's 10% off. Marcy on Facebook says, thanks for the $10 off the online order. You're welcome, Marcy. Thanks for your business. I appreciate it. And Stephanie says, oh my gosh, really? She wants the gnome. You got the gnome. The gnome has a home now. We no longer have a homeless gnome. Stephanie, there you go. That's marvelous. We'll have that at customer service with your name on it. Pick it up whenever you want because it's literally not gone anywhere. So take your time. The free After Fuel ad that's on the back page of the Discover Muscatine newspaper, it's on the screen right there. If you bought everything on the ad, you would save $2.46 at the pump. It's ridiculous. So we're going to show you everything there. You got raspberries, twice-baked potatoes. You've got angel food cake, smothered hash browns from here in the Market Grill Express, Hy-Vee pie filling, bakery bread, chocolate milk, bomb pops, ice cream sandwiches, deli shaved ham, syrup, croutons, refried beans, and, of course, the batteries. And then, yes, the coupon for gas, guys, is awesome. Okay? That's 20 cents off a gallon. Doesn't even matter if you have a fuel saver. That's good for everybody. Cut it out of the paper. Take it over to Hy-Vee Gas, and you will literally save 20 cents off a gallon. Maybe you're traveling a little bit this weekend for Father's Day. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, I want you to take advantage of that. And then the other coupon down there, this Sunday on Father's Day, for the first time ever, doing a 10% rebate. So as I've been telling you, say you come into the store on Sunday, then this is valid in store only. Keep that in mind. So you come into the store you come into the store Sunday, spend $100, we're going to give you $10 on a Hy-Vee gift card. Spend $200, you're going to get $20 on a Hy-Vee gift card. Right at the register, regardless of the amount you spend, 10% handed back to you on a Hy-Vee gift card. Got to have the coupon. Limit one per household. That's just great. We do have a new fuel saver flyer that will be on display here in the store. And again, the fuel saver flyer is just another way to not have to pay full price at the pump. So good deals on there as well. Throughout the store, there's hundreds of items that are going to save you on gas, right? So it's great. This is what it looks like this week. Delmer's cheese spread, gourmet hamburger buns, Seabest tilapia. Just doing the math across the top, we're at 35 cents, 36 with the potatoes, 37 with the ground beef. But technically that's 10 cents because it's a penny per pound, and the ground beef is, 10 pounds. You've got some salads from the kitchen, Good Start breakfast, cheeseburgers, and the crab rangoons. A penny per fuel saver on crab rangoon. So maybe you get a 6-pack, you get 6 cents off, or however many crab rangoon you need. You can never have enough as far as I'm concerned. So that's exciting. Speaking of the ground chuck, so meat department still has those 10-pound rolls of ground chuck, $3.99 a pound with a now 1 cent per pound fuel saver. So that comes out to 10 cents. You buy 10 pounds, which is one 10-pound roll. While it lasts, no limit anymore. Buy as many as you need. That is in the meat department. You can't miss the display. As Mike Church was saying, you could buy it. You could put it in the freezer really quick, take it out, slice them into patties. You've got burgers ready to go. I think it's a fantastic idea. The MCSA fireworks tent, they need help starting tomorrow, 1 p.m. The semi-truck of fireworks is out there, and tomorrow they are going to have to offload all of the product, and they need volunteers tomorrow, and they need volunteers to staff the tent. You can see on the screen the shifts are right there. They need help from 8 to 10, 10 to 2, 12 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 6, and 6 to 8. The tent is open 8 a.m. till 11 p.m. The only fireworks tent in Muscatine County that you can purchase fireworks and know that a portion of each purchase is going to help MCSA. Shop local. Purchase with a purpose, if you'll have it. Tonight we go to Isles. We take Isles online to New Boston. So we're going to New Boston, Illinois tonight with some grocery orders for folks in the area that can now order online, select the New Boston pickup location. Tuesdays and Thursdays we go to Wapello, and now New Boston. Hello, New Boston. We're coming to see you tonight. 7 o'clock, we'll meet you at Fish Fry Park, and we will set you up with your groceries, and that's going to be exciting. Two more things, and we'll get out of here. The DSW sandals and shoes. By the time we had finished the show yesterday, they went to 60% off. So all of the sandals and shoes in the store. Now, they have moved locations, so they're in the back near the seasonal aisle, which is by the dairy department. We'll get some pictures and videos up of that this morning. But everything that we have left is now 60% off while it's here. Supplies limited. If you've been looking at those sandals and shoes, now's the time to do it. You're saving even more money. And that's it. Once they're gone, they're gone. So please come in and check that out. And then the June 2020 food court deals are here. Today is, Wednesday. So you can see the deals for Wednesday, $3.99 Chinese, number 1 or 2 entree meal, 66-cent crab rangoons. So, I mean, really, today's the day to buy crab rangoons because they're 66 cents each, and there's a penny per crab rangoon. $2.99 pulled pork sandwich, and all sushi is half off, which is fresh rolled sushi here at the store. Okay, I think we've covered everything that I wanted to, which is great. I appreciate you for watching the show. Thank you if you've watched this live on social media or if you're catching this on MPW Cable. If you need anything from me, hyveetoday@gmail.com is the email address. Thanks to our friend Bob Howard with CBI Bank and Trust for taking the time to be here. CBI Bank and Trust very much open for business, taking care of business, and a lot of folks enjoying refinancing a home since rates are still so low, purchasing a home, and they just continue to do the right thing in all the locations that they serve, including the Hy-Vee Superbank, which I'm a little biased towards because I work here and I see the folks at the Superbank all the time, and they're just great. So please let them continue to take care of you. We will be back tomorrow live at 8:30 and on Friday, and then we'll head into Father's Day weekend. Thanks to CBI Bank and Trust, Toyota Muscatine. What's in the box today? A nice, stylish face mask. And, of course, our friends at Lutheran Living Senior Campus. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Maybe you celebrate National Stewart's Root Beer Day with a 4-pack responsibly. And please come have lunch with Chef Scott because I promise you that is going to be fantastic. That is it for us. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.
You're watching Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone.
Be very, very quiet while hunting wabbits.
We'll do it again tomorrow with more local guests from in and around the Muscatine community.
I'm trying to emote for the play that the alumni are putting on in Wilton this Friday, Saturday.
Questions, comments, know a great guest? Reach out to Hy-Vee Today with Tony Tone on Facebook or via email, hyveetoday@gmail.com.